In-home on organic. What? No. Organing. Organizing. Organizing. I didn't see the Z. I thought what is organing? Okay. So this is the sweeping, email, Clorox, garbage, fridge, doggy water, cooking, doggy pooping, doggy bath, lawn mowing, like Swiffer, dishwasher, paying bill, drainage, unplugging, Windex. Oh shit! I don't clean windows. Uh-oh. What is this? What is that? Dust mirror? Dust allergen. What the shit is this? Dusting? That's not dusting. Isn't that just kind of like to make your house smell good? Just spray it? What is that? Vanilla? What do they have? Vanilla. Car washing, gardening, laundry, recycling, making bed, bathroom cleaning, vacuuming, gardening again? Wait, was there two? Oh, hand dishwashing and then dishwasher, like loading and unloading dishwasher. Giving water to plants, organizing. That's the weeding, right? Oh my gosh. So, how about this one? Oh my god! Just listen to Ninth Symphony. Alright. Easy stuff. Okay, so love it. Don't mind it. Neutral. I would rather not hate it. Is there... Can I add another one? Where... add a row below. And then this one, I will name... Can I... It's like... I don't do it. I don't do them. And then change the color to like this. The list is missing shoveling snow. Oh, we don't shovel snow either. So I can just do like gardening. I don't do gardening stuff. I give water to my plants, but we don't have garden. We don't mow the lawn or anything. We don't have a dog, so we don't give bath to dogs. And then picking up the dog poop, we'll consider that cleaning cat's litter box. And I also don't pay... No, I do pay bills, but like not by the letter though. I don't know what this is. I don't do sticks. I don't do spray stuff to make our house smell nice. I just light my candles if I want to do that. I don't also clean my windows either. And then... Okay. I think that's good. Gotta do the sticks? I have no idea what the sticks are, dude. Do I not do it because I don't... No, it's just... I don't clean the windows because I never thought about it. I never thought about cleaning my windows. I don't think I've... That's not true. I have cleaned mirrors, like bathroom mirrors. I have cleaned them with the Windex, but I don't like I would consider that with like a bathroom cleaning here. You know what I mean? Like I don't clean windows. I have never cleaned windows in my life. I never sprayed like the scents or like whatever these things are to like make our house smells better and stuff. Never mowed lawn. My mom said as a musician you should never do anything that's dangerous to your fingers. So never did any of that. Plucking weed, I did that when I was a kid. But I don't do them anymore. I don't have any yard or anything. So like all these they don't count. And also we don't give bath to Ruka and Tomo. Cats don't need any bath. Okay, so we'll start. This is sweeping. Sweeping and vacuuming is different, I'm assuming. I sweep and I vacuum. The reason why I sweep now is because after the baby is asleep, I cannot vacuum because that will wake her up. So I bought this like broomsticks called magic broomsticks. And instead of making out of, I don't know, those like whatever the synthetic line stuff things that they make for the broomsticks nowadays, instead of that, it's made out of silicone or something. So it actually catches a lot of like cat hair and dust and cat litter. And I usually sweep our bathroom floor because that's where the cat litter boxes are. And after one of our cats uses the litter box, bunch of litter gets like carried out with the cat as they exit. So the whole floor gets covered with the litter. Even though we have the litter catcher and everything, there's still a bunch of litter. So I use our broomstick to kind of sweep it. And I clean the floor. But do I... when I see the dirty floor, I hate it. So I have to clean it. But when I'm doing it, I think I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's not... I don't know. It's just... It's kind of... I would rather vacuum if I can. Sweeping is just not ideal. Emails? I'm assuming this is replying to emails. Oh man, I don't like replying to emails, but I try to reply to my emails as fast as I could. No. It's in between neutral and I don't mind it. I'll put neutral. Because I don't really enjoy it. Oh, getting the mail and not... Oh, getting the mail? Wait, getting the mail is a chore? If your mailbox is super far away. I know some places, the mailboxes are far away, so it's actually a chore. But then, you know, like for us, the mailbox is just like for our whole units. Or the building, so it's just like right there. If it's just picking up the mails, like physical mails, picking up mails, getting parcels, I actually kind of I want to say I love it. But then I do like it more than don't mind it. I don't know. It depends. Usually when it's the season for tax refund, I love it. Because I'm like, ooh, getting the tax refund, that's the best time. and getting the checks from the government. Oh man, it feels like free money, even though it is the money that we already paid to the government. And then the government, it's like it's the government way of saying like you paid too much, so here's the rest of your money. But it feels like free money to me. So I love opening like the tax refund mails. And we don't really get physical mails all that much either. I'll say I don't mind it. Sort them through, throw away the junks. We don't really get junk mails. There's no mails to sort either. It's just, I don't know. I think our mail situation seems very simple. Like, we don't get statements either. Like credit card or whatever the statements like for like the paying bills and stuff. We don't get that for physical mails. It's all by like what's it, like the e-bill, paperless bill. So we don't get bills, so we don't have to sort them through. How about sorting through all the Kiarimundi in your PO box? No, that was horrible. That was such, oh my gosh, that was like 6 years ago. That was definitely a moment for sure. I felt bad because I thought like, you know, those toys, I was thinking about keeping some of them because like maybe it will get really expensive in like 80 years. But then I watched the whole series of Star Wars and maybe Kiarimundi showed up in like the whole length of all the movies. His face was shown maybe less than a minute in the whole runtime. And I think not that many people have any interest in the Kiarimundi, so I just like threw them away. I tried to give some to my nieces, but they were like, if I were to get Kiarimundi figures as a toy when I was, I think at the time they were like 6, I would cry because it's a scary looking guy. Like, what is wrong with his head? It's just like, I don't want to be rude, but it seems more like, you know, like a tumor kind of stuff growing on his head, it looks like. And then we got this like a huge Kiarimundi like action figure that it wasn't like a tiny one. It was a huge one. And all these creases or wrinkles or whatever, like he has creases, wrinkles, I don't know what you call them. Because they're like aliens, right? Or are those wrinkles or are they creases? Anyways, they were like painted in like reddish pink. So it looked like Kiarimundi was bleeding from every creases that he had on his hand and on his head. So it looked like he was just bleeding from every aspect. It was horrifying. I'm pretty sure if I got that as a present, especially as a Christmas present, when I was like 5 or 6, I'm pretty sure I would hate the person who gave that toy to me, and I would throw that shit away faster than anything, because that was just like horrifying. I think the worst part of it is all that waste that got produced. It's true, but I think, judging by the quality of all the Kiarimundi action figurines that we got, it definitely looked like it was rotting in the Amazon warehouse. So it was either gonna go into a trash can or it was gonna go into trash can. So there was no doubt about that. You mean young kids don't want a toy of a minor character in an older media series? Is Kiarimundi even a minor? It feels like Kiarimundi is like, it's like within the minor, it was like minor of the minor. It was so minute, so freaking showed up his face for like one scene and that was it. And then he dies? Oh, well, it's not a spoiler because I think the movie is actually 20 years old. I think he dies. Like, literally, he shows up and he goes like, hello. And we're like, oh, hi, you look kind of crazy. And then the next scene, you see him, he dies. And he's just like, but he didn't sacrifice his life for you or anything. He just kind of dies. So you don't even get to be like, oh no, Kierimundi, don't die. There's nothing like that either. Let's see. Clorox. What does it say? Wipes. Disinfective wipes. Ah, yes. We actually had to do quite a bit of disinfecting in our house recently, because Luna is in the like in her like age where she like puts all the toys. If it's not even, it doesn't matter if it's a toy or not. Whatever she sees it, she just chews them. Chew. And it's a little minkus, especially if it's really dirty. So I have to disinfect everything. But I hate it. Because Clorox, we have two different types. Clorox and it's like alcohol wipes. And Clorox, if you actually read the back of this disinfective wipes, it says after you use the wipes on baby's toys, we recommend using a rinse with water to make sure it's okay. And I'm like, that's like so much work. Like, the reason why I'm using the wipes is because it's something that I cannot clean it underwater. That's why I'm using the wipes. But then it's recommending to rinse off whatever the Clorox has on the surface of the baby toy. And I'm like, okay, that's like stupid. So I bought the alcohol wipes. And alcohol wipes are it's just pure alcohol. And that's it. And after I disinfected a whole bunch of toys, I guess like having to, I don't know, like having your hands to touch like alcohol wipes for a long time, it dries out your skin like crazy. And like your hand gets like, it hurts actually. Like it gets flaky and like the finger gets like super dried. And like you actually kind of have to wear a glove for it, I think. But I just did it with my bare hands. And now my hands are super dry. And I have bought so many hand creams to kind of help with all this like dryness that the alcohol wipes caused me. But it still has not cured me from the dried fingers. It's like my fingers are still super dry. And I hate it. I hate it, dude. I cannot wait for the moment that she stops putting shit, anything. Just stop chewing all this shit. And like she chews books and also damages the books. And I'm like, no, the books, no, like the books, like she just destroys the books. And I say like, don't do it, you're gonna destroy all the books. And then when I'm not looking, she will get those books and then she's like, destroys them, dude. But either way, I hate it. Garbage, throwing away garbage. Carrying the garbage to the garbage room sucks. Because it's not just like in front of our house or anything like that. We have the whole building's garbage disposal room. And getting there is a bit of walk. And it's also stinky. So I hate carrying the garbage to the garbage disposal room. But then after, when I throw away the garbage, it feels so good. It feels like all this dead weight has just lifted. And I'm like, oh, I feel so light. Like all this garbage from my house is gone. It feels so fresh and I love it. But I hate it when the garbage is just being like sitting there and just waiting to be taken down. So it's just like, it starts with I hate it, then it turns into I love it. So I don't know how to put that there. I would say I don't mind it. What's this? Why do they have 4 mustard? Is that 4? Yeah, that's a 4. That's 4 mustards, dude. 4 salad dressings. The shit. What's wrong with them? This is Ryan's fridge. He always forgets that he has the mustard in the fridge, and he keeps on buying mustards. And I tell him, you already have mustards? Stop buying mustards. And then Ryan's like, I didn't know that I still had the mustards. I'm like, just, if you don't know, if you have them, just make sure you check it. And if you don't have it, then buy it. If you're unsure, then don't buy it. And he's like, but I don't want to go out and buy mustards again. It's just like, never stop mustards. He keep on buying mustards, and he keep on buying the oh, I forgot what it was. It's like the red seasoning, something powder. But we had like 4 of them. It's some kind of spice, but we have like 4 of them. And I'm like, Ryan, what's wrong with you? Why do we have 4 of these? And then Ryan's like, oh, you know, whenever I make chili, I use it. And I always forget that we have them. I'm like, we have 4! We have 4. Yeah. Cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper one. Yeah, that's it. I think Ryan classified this as cleaning out the fridge. It's always the same or very similar. I hate doing it, but after I do it, I love it. Because it's like, the fridge is clean. But I hate doing it. Because, like, sometimes Ryan just tosses, and I too, tosses the old food into the garbage can. And I hate it. Because, like, that's not what we should do. We should always organic them. And if it's, like, something that we can organics, then... And if it has to be, like, drained, then we gotta drain it, and then we gotta wash the container, and then we should recycle as much as we can. But I hate doing all that. I wish I could just, like, if I don't want it, I wish I could just toss it in the garbage can and just forget about it. But I'm just like, no, that's, like, irresponsible. I could save the planet by recycling as much as I can. And then, just thinking about it, I'm like, I'll just do it tomorrow. It's so much work trying to put everything in the organics. And then after I clean them in the organics, then I have to take down the organics bin. Or rather ask Ryan to take down the organics bin. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want... Like, he just cleaned out the organics bin. I would feel so bad to fill up the organics bin to, like, maximum again. So that he can take it down again. So I, like, oh, it's just the loop of I hate it, but then after I do it, it feels good. I don't know where to put it. This is so hard. I hate it. I hate cleaning the freaking fridge. Oh my gosh, has Ryan told you this story? I don't think he did. So you know this, like, in this compartment, like the door of the fridge, that's where he keeps his cold brew. And our cold brew container is made out of glass. And this container, like this like the holder, the fridge door holder, it's very tight. Whereas our cold brew maker is huge. So it doesn't really fit nicely. So it's either you kind of place it and it's a little tilted and it feels a little unsafe because it kind of like moves around in this compartment, where if you kind of force it or push it down, then it's like it kind of gets, I don't know, it's pretty tight. And I told Ryan, like, Ryan, I think you shouldn't really like push it down into the compartment because I'm afraid it's made out of glass and it's gonna shatter one day. And then Ryan said, okay. I won't do that anymore. But, you know, he's Ryan. He kept on doing it, even after I told him so. And he said he won't do it, but he kept on doing it. One day, woke up, and it was the early time with the baby, so I woke up at like, I don't know, like 5 a.m., 4 a.m. Super tired. Open up the fridge, goosh, just cold brew, just pouring out, like, it was like flood, and I was like, what the shit? And then I'm like freaking soaked with cold brew, and I'm like, oh no, and I looked at the compartment, and like the cold brew glass case just shattered into a million pieces, and all the cold brew just got into this, like, the door compartment. It was just like freaking like flooding out, and I was like, no. And then, like, at 4 a.m. the sun wasn't even up because it was a winter time. Freaking had to get this, like, the compartment out, pour it down, had to be careful because there were like glass pieces, and I had to clean them. And not only the coffee was in this compartment, it was all in like the nooks and nooks of like the fridge here as well. Like, especially like this underneath this drawer for like the vegetables and stuff. So I had to pull out all these compartments, containers, to get all the coffee that was just like underneath all these freaking compartments. It was so horrible. I hated it. It was 4 a.m. I was so tired, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna punch Ryan when he wakes up. And then I cleaned it nicely as much as I could. And then Ryan wakes up, and I was like, Ryan, come over here. And then Ryan's like, oh. And I'm like, I told you, don't squeeze the cold brew container into the door compartment, because I said it's gonna shatter one day. Guess what? It shattered, and I had to clean the whole fridge out, and it was horrible. It was 4 a.m. And then Ryan said, oh, I'm sorry. But it was genuine, I'm sorry. And I said, it's okay, but just don't do it next time, okay? And he said, okay. But it's like, oh, I mean, he apologized, but like, oh, it was so annoying, man. It was so annoying. Did I punch Ryan? I freaking would've, but I didn't. Has he ever done it ever since? No, because if he did that one more time, oh my god, I'm gonna freaking tackle him like soccer style. I'm just gonna go into the I'm going to use the bathroom. I'm gonna tackle his ass. If it explodes again, he has to clean it up. The thing about it is that, like, if it explodes and I find it, and if I ask him to clean up, he said he will clean it up, but he doesn't clean it up right away, so I have to wait for him to clean it up. But the whole time that I'm waiting for him to clean it up, then I have to, like, be just, like, I have to be waiting for him to clean up. And then, like, he tries his best to clean things up as neatly as possible, but I'm a neat freak. Like, it has to be, like, 100% clean, or it's just dirty to me. And Ryan does like 90% clean, and I still see some spots here and there, and then I still have to clean it afterwards. So it's better for me to just clean it from the get-go. Anyways, so that was the story. The pet water bowl thing. I don't know what Ryan said, but honestly, this is like me 100%. Maybe the last time that Ryan cleaned our cat's water dish might have been like January of this year. He doesn't really clean the cat's water dish. Because our water dish is the fountain, like the what's it? Pet Smart? No, Pet Safe. I don't know. There's like a whole bunch of brands, but we have the water fountain one, so it actually has a flow of the water. Because I saw that the cats, they only want to drink fresh water, And one of the reasons, or the one of the most cases that the cats die is like the liver failure, and it's because of lack of water that they consume daily basis. So for the cats to live longer and healthy, happier lives, it's very important to have the cats to drink lots of water. And in order to have them to drink lots of water is to have the pet water fountains that actually have like a flow of water instead of just sitting in a bowl, because cats, when they see water just sitting in a bowl, they consider that not clean. They consider it's kind of dirty. It's just sitting there. So it's not just like, it's not as easy as just cleaning a bowl. It has like a pump. It has like a different layers and filters and stuff. So it's not easy to clean them, I would say. So usually I clean it, because Ryan would clean it and then he would be like, I don't know how to put this thing together. So I have to help him out and stuff. And we have different sponges for cleaning human dishes versus cleaning cats' water dish or like bowls, because cats, they shed like insane amount of fur. It doesn't matter what season. They do be shedding the whole time. And I don't, if we clean with our same sponge, it catches all the cat hair, and it ended up being on our plate, on our clean plate. And I hate eating cat's hair. I hate eating hair. I hate eating cat's hair even more. So we have two different sponges for that, like one for human, one for cats. But Ryan, sometimes he forgets to use the cat only sponges. He sometimes uses the human only sponge, and it ended up like the cat fur ended up being on our sponge, and I hate it. So I just do it so that I don't have to eat cat's fur. But I don't mind it. Cooking? It depends. I don't know. I don't mind cooking. Sometimes I love cooking when I'm like, oh my gosh, I have like inspiration about this or something. And I'm like, I really want to cook this. That looks good. That seems good. And I love cooking. And then sometimes I'm like, I'm way too lazy. But then if I have to cook, I hate it. It's not always love it. That's what I'm trying to say. But when I do love it, I love it. And what I love about cooking is that my husband, he eats very well. And when I cook him like a really, really nice meal, he appreciates my cooking skill. And he says like, oh, this is so good. This is so tasty. And he's very happy and he eats very well. It makes me happy to see my husband eating the food that I cooked for him, and he's very happy to eat them. So I love cooking for him. I don't know, let's just say love it. Poop. Litter box? I hate it, dude. Oh my god, the cat's poop smells so bad. Freaking urine smells like acid. Hate it. Hate. And like the litter dust, we have the whatever, like the fancy litter dust whatever thing that's like 99.99% dust free, but still has the dust. It's not like no dust. So do not like cleaning the poop. This one, Swiffering, right? Mopping. It seems like the lady is mopping like behind this bucket, but I don't think. Do people actually mop? Do you guys actually mop? You guys just use Swiffer, right? Swiffer? Everyone uses the Swiffer, right? Because mopping seems dangerous. Because it's like mopping, like the floor is just gonna be wet for like like hours. Some people actually mop their house. Maybe they live in a big house then. You can just mop with very little water. Yo, it's Obo Solo. Obo Solo. Volume. No, we missed the Obo Solo. I was gonna put the volume up for the Obo Solo. Anyways. Swiffering. Swiffering, I don't... Swiffering, do I love it? I love the result afterwards. But do I like doing it? I think I don't mind it. Cannot clean up a big liquid mess with Swiffer. Yeah, you can. I did. Maybe you're talking about like I don't know. I can imagine. I don't know. You can. You can. Swiffer is good for a small area. What? No? We Swiffer our house. Like our entire place with Swiffer. You have dropped a gallon of milk before? Okay, that seems like what, like I don't know. How often do you drop a gallon of milk? Not only we don't drink milk, we don't have a gallon of anything that is in a one container. Every day I drop a gallon of milk. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't... For that, I guess I'll just use just bunch of rags and clean that up. Well, I wouldn't buy a mop to clean that up. It's a daily tradition. You're not sure what Swiffer is? Swiffer? What? You don't know what Swiffer is? Swiffer is like the... It's like very absorbent paper pad on like it seems more like a mop, kind of like this, but instead of, I don't know what you call these, like felt, like wet felt, it's just like paper, kind of like rectangular pad that you put it, and then you can buy ones that are like pre-wet, or you can buy the one that's like connected to the the cleaning agent, so you can actually spray as you go. It's very simple and easy. Yeah, and like mop, you have to squeeze the mop to get the water out, whereas Swiffer, you don't have to wet the pad at all. I guess there's some that you can, but most of them you don't have to wet it. You can just spray it with the cleaning agent that comes with it as you go. I don't know. It's pretty good. Dishwasher. Loading and unloading dishwasher. Again, I don't mind it. Yo, it's all about I don't mind it. There's so much of it that's like I don't mind it. Bill, I don't mind paying the bill sometimes. I mean, not sometimes. I mean, I do pay bill monthly basis. But I don't mind it. Oh, we don't have that. We don't have the drain. Cleaning cars? Okay, we don't clean cars. We have like automatic car wash drive-through thingy here. So you just put your car in the neutral, and there's like a conveyor belt on the ground, and then it just takes you through, and it just automatically cleans your car. We just do that instead of hand washing our own car. I don't think we can hand wash our car, because they're like, I mean, if you go to hand car washing place, then yeah, but like you cannot do that in the apartment building parking lot. I'm pretty sure people will have lots of complaint for that. I think in the last unit that we used to live in, someone actually did clean their car in the parking lot and ended up paying a huge fine because our like the parking lot is not designed to have people clean their cars underground, and it can actually cause lots of damage. So I remember the dude had to pay like a huge fine for that. Laundry, folding laundry, doing laundry. Man, it's all like I don't mind it. I don't mind folding the laundry. I don't mind doing the laundry. But I don't love doing the laundry. Recycling. I actually love it. I actually love recycling. I'm not gonna lie. I love recycling. I like the whole everything. Cleaning the bottles so that it's like I don't just recycle stuff. I clean things before I put them into the recycling bins. And I love sorting through all these different kinds of like containers so that it's in the right bins. Because some of them are glass only, some of them are like plastic, but like plastic only, and some of them are plastic drink only, so it's only for drink and not for like food containers. And some of the bins are mixed papers only. Some of them are flattened cardboard only. I like sorting through all those. I like after I do them, it feels so nice. I don't know what it is, but I feel like, I did my duty to be as earth friendly as possible. I didn't just toss them. I cleaned them and everything. I don't know, it feels good. That's changing the bed sheets, right? I hate it. Oh, I hate it. I would rather not. Oh, you know what? Let's do it. I would rather not. All these. Because our cats sleep on our duvet covers. And every time whenever we have to change our beddings, it's just so much of cat hair just go airborne. And I cannot stop sneezing. I'm allergic to dust and all this like airborne dust and whatnot. And like when I see all this cat hair in the air, oh my god, I die. I turn on my air filter to maximum power, and it's like right next to the bed while I'm changing the beddings because it's just like it's so bad. But like, yet still I sneeze all the time. Do you do the inverted duvet cover tricks? I don't need to do any tricks. It's very easy for me. I don't need tricks or tips or what. It's Ryan's for some reason he struggles to put the duvet cover correctly. I just don't understand how it's difficult. It's just so obvious to him, dude. I mean, it's so obvious to me. So you know, like the duvet, it's not perfect. It's not a perfect square, right? Like the duvet covers or like the mattress and whatever. We don't sleep on a perfect square mattress, right? The bed is rectangular, one side is longer and the other side is shorter, right? Same with the duvet. One side is longer and the other side is shorter. And so if you were to, and then the duvet cover, the length is longer than the width. And if you put it vice versa, then it gets all fucked up. Like, if you were to put the longest length horizontally instead of vertically, then your feet will be poking out of the duvet, right? And like the side, like you were kind of wrapping the bed instead of You know what I'm saying, right? Anywho, literally it just happened like last week. I was gonna change the beddings, but I was so tired. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I don't think I can change the beddings. And then Ryan's like, oh, it's okay. You can just rest. I'll change the beddings for you. And I'm like, you sure? I can help. And then Ryan's like, no, 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 you rest. You did a lot today. And I said, thank you so much. Thank you. And then after 30 minutes, he comes down. He's like, it's all done. And I'm like, wow, it took you a very long time to change the beddings. Usually it takes like 2 minutes to change them, but you know, he tried. And then it was bedtime. And then I'm like, Ryan, the duvet cover is like it's wrong. Like it's it's like the horizontal the length, the longest length is on like a horizontal length instead of vertical. So our feet was poking out. And I'm like our feet are poking out. Like I think you put it on the wrong length. And then Ryan was like, what do you mean like wrong length? And I'm like, and I explained it to him, like we do not sleep on the perfect square. So there's like a longer length and there's a shorter length, and you have to have the shorter length to be like be on our feet, and the longer length to be covering our whole body. And then Ryan's like, that is like the dumbest shit ever. And then he's like, it took me 30 minutes to figure this out, and you're telling me I put it like I put the duvet wrong in the duvet cover? And I said yes. And then Ryan's like, it's okay. You'll survive. And I was too tired to change it, so I went back. I just went to sleep. But I'm like, it always baffles me. Almost anything, it's like chore-wise, I'm like, man, you know, there's no ways that someone would put the duvet cover or duvet in the wrong position, right? It's like, it's literally 50% chance. It's either you put it correctly or you put it wrong. But always, almost certainly, Ryan would do chores in that 50% of doing things wrong. And it just always gets me. I just keep, like, it just makes me laugh. Because I'm like, you had a 50% chance to get it right, but you got it wrong. You could have just put the duvet correctly, but you put it wrong. There are other cases that chore-wise, that he could have done it right, but he just did it wrong. And I point some of them out, and then he always called them like, that's stupid, why did they design it like that? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure like it's not stupid, but like, what was it? Was it 2 days ago? 2 days ago, I said, oh, Ryan, could you get the baby's bib and then put it in the bib case so we can feed her while we're out? And then Ryan said, oh, yeah, no problem. He grabs the bib. He grabs the bib pouch. And then instead of holding on to the zipper of the pouch, he just rips the zipper. And like the zipper pouch, like the part of the pouch just gets ripped off. And then I'm like, Ryan, what are you doing? Why did you rip the zipper off of the freaking pouch? And then Ryan's like, this is so stupid. Who designed this shit? Why is the zipper just glued to the pouch and not sewed? It's obvious that anyone who uses this will be broken. Like, it would always just break. This is just poorly made. Where is this made out of? It's just stupid. And I said, it's not. I've been using it ever since I was feeding the babies. Like, you know, I've been using it for like 4 months, 5 months. And I had no problem with it. You just have to grab where the zipper part is and then just use the zipper instead of just freaking ripping it. And then Ryan's like, no, it's stupid. It's garbage. And I'm like, oh my god. It's just like, it just happens so often. There's so many times it's just like, he just breaks it. I'm like, why do you break things, Ryan? And he's just like, it's stupid. Who designed this? Who made this? So stupid. that is a low build quality decision. You know, not everything have to be built like a freaking tank. You know? Like, if it's just a plastic bib pouch, you know, you just grab the zipper opening and you just need to unzip it. You don't have to rip it. And then don't blame on the quality of it. Like, no one grabs the pouch and then they go rip. You grab the zipper part and then you unzip things. I don't know. That's like, you know, I think in that YouTube video of me trying to make the tent for our camping session, there's like a plastic hook that needs to hook onto like the casing of the tent. And it's made out of plastic, right? And you don't use the force. You know, when something needs to just click into the casing, you just kind of like, you use the force, but you don't like slam it. You know what I mean? And then I told Ryan, like, Ryan, I will do like the right side, you do the left side, so we can build this tent as soon as possible. I did mine perfectly fine. Ryan was struggling with one. And then instead of like kind of trying to push that hook onto the casing, he like smashed it and he broke that plastic hook in half. And then Ryan was like, oh, this garbage, this garbage broke. Why is this hook made out of plastic and not metal? And I'm like, Ryan, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's just, you shouldn't just smash things. And then Ryan's like, I didn't smash it. I just used a little bit of force. It just broke. And I'm like, oh my god. It happens so often in our household. It just makes me laugh. I think that's why, one of the reasons why Ryan found the orangutan video hilarious is because orangutans, they just do things by force. And I think he saw a little bit of himself through those videos, and I think that's why he was laughing his ass off. And I was laughing because Ryan was crying, like he was crying. And I'm like, you okay? And then Ryan's like, this is the funniest video I've ever seen. He just rips things, dude. I'm not even kidding. And then like, when I like in the very earlier part of our relationship, I got actually really annoyed by that personality of his. Because every time like he breaks things, I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to buy a new one now. Like, you broke it. We cannot use that anymore. And then his response was like, well, how much is it? It cannot be that expensive. I'll just pay for it. Whatever. And I was like, I hated that. I hated the way he responded. It's like, I'll just pay for it. Whatever. I'm like, oh, it's not about you just rebuying the thing that you broke. It's just, I don't know, that attitude pissed me off. But then, now, I'm used to it. It became a part of my life now. So whenever I see something that's like, I would say Ryan-proof. If it's not Ryan-proof, I try to not have him handle things that are not Ryan-proof. Because I'm a little worried that he's gonna force things and just break things apart. Like, things like belts. You know, like clothing accessory belts. He breaks belts all the time. So I actually have to get him really expensive belts. Because it would, like, he would literally break them in a month. And he doesn't use it every day either. It's just, like, he breaks pants. He breaks, well, like, he gets holes in the socks. At least, I don't know, if I get him a brand new 10 pairs of socks, he would make a whole bunch of holes in them within the same year that I get for him. And I always ask, like, how do you end up making so much holes in your socks? How's that possible? I don't understand. And Ryan said it's just the way he walks. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that. And then not recently, but I came to a conclusion that when he doesn't he slides around. I don't know if you guys do that, but he slides around instead of like going around the corner. He like slides, and I'm like, I tell Ryan to like stop sliding. Like, why are you sliding? It sounds so stupid, but it's like he slides. He slides. I'll be like, hey, could you get that, stuff on the table? And then he would like, instead of stopping, like instead of stop walking, he would slide to stop. And I think that's the reason why he gets a whole bunch of holes in the sock. Because he's literally burning the socks. With the friction. I don't slide. I don't... That's just not me, I guess. And like the pants, he always gets like holes in his pants. Like, I don't... How... I don't know how. Apparently he just has like a really big thighs. I guess. I don't think I've ever made holes on any of my pants in my life. It's that like upper thigh. I guess it's just like rubs as he walks or something. I don't know. It happens when your thighs are thick. I guess. Maybe he should start wearing skirts. Because I have to get him pants like once every year. And like the jeans, he just like tear them apart like so easily. Thighs are naturally closer for men. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's true. And then, yeah, he also had a hole in his underwear, but we'll just skip that one. It's kind of funny though. Bathroom clean. Oh my gosh, I have so much to talk about bathroom clean, but I don't know if I want to gross people out. Oh, I don't want to gross you guys out. I honestly hate it. I hate it! I don't mind cleaning my own bathroom, but I hate cleaning bathrooms for Ryan. I actually hate him. I actually hate it! Oh no. No, I'm sure it's not just Ryan. I'm sure it's a men thing. I'm assuming. Because I have never shared, I never lived with another man before, so I don't know how it goes, but men, they tend to stand up and do their number one. And you guys told me that you guys don't use toilet paper, right? So there's always little bit of drips that are on the rim of the toilet bowl or on the floor, and it grosses the shit out of me. I hate it. Every time I see it, I will throw up. But the problem is he doesn't see it, but I see it, so I usually clean it up, and I hate it. I hate it. Oh. I usually clean it off if I get any on the rim. But I think, when it just happens, you don't really see them. You only see them after time has passed, and when it dried off, then it leaves the yellow stain. Because, when it just happened, it's not like a yellow... It's not the liquid is not, yellow. You don't actually kind of see... You don't really see it until the time passes, then it becomes a yellow stain. And then... I clean it because it's so dirty. And it's I hate it. But I tell him to, I asked if it's possible for him to sit down and pee. Because I hate seeing all this drips. But then Ryan's nobody's pees sitting down. If you're a dude, everybody stands up and pee. And I'm like, I understand that, but I hate cleaning it. It's so gross. Like, if you sit down and pee as a man, then, like, I don't have to see the little, like, drips here and there. So it's like... It's just like, oh man, I don't know, they're just like... I think they're just like... Because I'm not a person with a penis, I cannot relate things to people who do have penis. So it's like, I find that it's really gross, but then I guess like for him it's not gross. But it's okay because like for, I don't know, like almost 7 years, 8 years, I cleaned the toilets. But ever since we had a baby, Ryan has been cleaning the bathroom, and he has been cleaning his own toilet. And oh my gosh, the life difference between having my own bathroom versus a bathroom that we have to share is huge. You know, if you ask Larry David, the guy who wrote the Seinfeld or the Curb Your Enthusiasm, his advice for a couple being married is to have a separate bathroom, and he's right. If you want to have a happy marriage life, have a separate bathroom. Not a separate sink, separate bathroom overall. Your own toilet, your own bathtub, your own sink. Just separate that bathroom part. And I think that is ingenious of him to give advice like that, because I hated sharing the bathroom with Ryan, and there wasn't really much of choice for me to like not share it with him, because we only had one bathroom for 8 years of our lives. But finally we moved to a place where we can have our own bathroom, and it's so nice. It's so nice. I don't have to like... Usually he's the one who uses the bathroom more, and whenever he uses the bathroom, the toilet seat is always up. And so I have to always bring the toilet seat down, and I hate touching the toilet seat. It's so gross. It's never perfectly clean. Even after I clean it right away, he uses it. It's like, you can see there's like a little bit of like dirty shit. And then I'm like, oh my god. But I don't want to clean it every time I have to use the toilet. You know what I mean? But then whenever he uses the toilet, he brings the toilet seat up. And then whenever I use the toilet, I have to bring the seat down. And it's just like a battle. It's the battle of who touched... Like, it's the toilet seats. I hate them. But when you have your own toilet, you know, your toilet is all, like, it's just the way you left it. And I keep my bathroom as clean as possible. It's actually like sparkling clean. Cause I'm like germaphobe, so I like that. Whereas Ryan is the opposite of germaphobe. He's the germ. He's so he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind. He is the germ. Oh man. If he moved the seat up, how did he still get it dirty? Well, like, it gets dirty when he poops. I don't want to get into too much of detail because I feel like I don't want to make Ryan upset. But like, let's just say he doesn't poop clean. And some of you might be asking, what do you mean poop clean? Like, I poop clean, but Ryan doesn't poop clean. Like, his poop is sometimes very watery and it kind of splashes. And you would be asking, how do I know that? It's because it's the aftermath. I see it and I go, Ryan, please clean the toilet after, like, if you make this much a mess, please. And he has gotten better about it. But still some there. Man needs fiber supplements. He eats so much granola bars. I'm pretty sure he gets enough fiber. I think it's just genetics. I think. I don't know. I do told them. I did tell him that, like, if he ever wants to feel really good after pooping, I'm willing to donate my poop to him so that he can have my enzymes so that he can have a better poops. And then Ryan said, I might take that. And then I said, whatever you need him, just let me know. Get him a bidet. No, I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand the bidet. I think he's also lactose intolerant, but he loves cheese. But you know the day that he ate cheese, because like he would be eating cheese and then he would sneak some fart out and thinking that I wouldn't smell it, but I smell 99% of his fart. And I said, oh my gosh, Ryan, did you eat cheese? And then Ryan's like, oh my gosh, how did you know? And I'm like, dude, oh my, you have the stinkiest fart right now. I told you to stop eating cheese. I'm pretty sure you're lactose intolerant, dude. I don't think you can digest the cheese. And then Ryan's like, but the cheese is so good. And he cannot quit cheese. Oh. He has like, I'm pretty sure he's lactose intolerant and also doesn't have enough, like, I don't know, and whatever the enzymes that makes the poop like nice, soft, you know, like solid. Like I'm pretty sure he needs some enzyme transplant. All right, can we move away from all this dirty, stinky talks? I don't want to make my husband feel so bad. He's a great husband. I love him. Wait, is it too late to? Is it too late? No, I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm trying. I wasn't trying to sell you out. All right, vacuuming. I actually love vacuuming. I'll put that vacuuming right up where it says love it and therapeutic. Seeing all this dust getting sucked up into the vacuum cleaner and leaving my floor perfectly clean gets me so happy. Like, not even a single dust is on my floor. Like I said, I'm a germaphobe. So I like, some might consider like that's clean enough, but like no. When I vacuum, I lift all the furnitures and I clean underneath all the time. And if I see even like little bit of cat hair, I vacuum again. So like when it was pretty bad for me, I vacuumed twice a day, every day. But then Ryan was like, Kate, I have to record videos for YouTube. I have to stream. But people keep on asking, like, why is your wife always vacuuming when you're streaming? They don't understand that you vacuum twice a day. And I'm like, I know, but the floor is dirty. And then Ryan's like, I understand, but I also have a job. So I'm like, okay, I'll try my best to... I'll try my best to live with the dust. So I got better. I don't really vacuum twice a day. I used to vacuum once a day, every day. But now I vacuum every other day. So it's getting better. Like, honestly, when I lived alone, not only I vacuumed, you know, the lint roller? I used the lint roller to, like, clean my floor after I vacuumed. So, like, all these, like, tiny bits of dust that the vacuum cleaner didn't pick up, I used the lint roller to pick up all the tiny dust. And then I also cleaned it with the Swiffer. It was a little intense. But I just really enjoy having my place to be clean. Like, I love it when my place is all organized and just clean and just perfect. Like, oh, That it feels so good. Feels so good. Oh yeah, dude, the crumbs going into the vacuum, it feels so good. It actually, it's like, you hear like, it's almost like a crackling sound. It's like, and it's just like, oh, it's just this like, I vanished this evil being off my floor and now it's clean. It feels good. Honestly, same with in-home organizing. I love organizing things. If you ask me any of an item that I own, and if you ask me where that is, I can tell you where it is exactly. Like, I organize things all the time, and I reorganize things so that it's even more, like, organized. Like, the first time when I organized it, maybe it wasn't, like, perfect. Or maybe it was perfect at that time, but it wasn't perfect now. So, like, I would reorganize it. I just love organizing things. I tell myself that my stuff is organized, but I don't know if my stuff is organized. I think I know what you mean. It's like you have your own law or rules about organizing, but if someone else were to see that, they consider it that it's not organized. I understand. I understand. I wonder if that's more common for a woman to know where everything is. No, I don't think it's like male or female thing. I think it's all about personality. I'm like a neat freak, germaphobe, loving organizing things. So I'm pretty sure that's where it's from. And then watering my plant. I actually enjoy watering my plant. I don't think I have much to say other than I love watering my plant. That's it. I do love it. What else to say about that? And then this is hand washing things. So like instead of like washing dishes in the dishwasher, this is hand washing. I don't like it. I would rather not. Cause Ryan doesn't hand wash dishes. He unloads and loads the dishwashers, but like he doesn't hand wash anything. And times that he washes, like the times that he hand washes stuff, like, you know, I wear, like, for hand washing I have like rules about it. Ryan used to hand wash things in a, like, I wouldn't say cold water, but it wasn't like super hot water. So when it was like really greasy pan or whatever, you can, even after hand washing, if you don't wash it with like really hot water, you, like, the grease is still there, and it's like there's no point of washing the dishes if the grease is still there. So I tell him that it needs to be really hot. Like the water needs to be like freaking steaming hot. But in order to have the water to be steaming hot, you have to wear like the gloves made out of like the silicone or whatever, or your hand is gonna burn and it's way too hot for your just hands. And so I have this like the dishwasher gloves, right? And it's perfectly fine. Before Ryan, like, his hands are bigger than mine, so whenever he uses the dishwashing gloves, he always rips them. There is no dishwashing gloves that is Ryan proof, okay? He just always rips them. So I have to like, he cannot basically do the dishes, like he cannot hand wash dishes the way that I want him to, because if he does, then he will rip the gloves. and I have to buy new gloves. You use disposable latex gloves? Okay, that's very wasteful. Don't do that. Don't do that, dude. Korean makers make a really nice dishwashing gloves, and they're very nice. But whenever Ryan uses them, like, he always makes a tear. So I have to buy a new one. So I just do it. I don't really get annoyed by it, but every night I'm just like, I'm so tired, I just want to go to bed. But then I looked at the sink and there's dishes, like the dirty dishes that needs to be hand washed, and I'm like, I will just wash them. So I wash them. But if there's a way for Ryan to not rip my dishwashing gloves, but also washes, or also hand washes all the stuff, that would be very nice. But I understand that is not the case, so I hand wash them. But I just sometimes I don't get it, because like he make it sound like he does all the dishes on the stream, and I'm like, that's not true. He does unload and loads the dishwasher, but he doesn't really hand wash any of the stuff, like such as knives and things that are like, you know, delicate. So it's like I like 99.9% I hand wash all the stuff. So I don't know, it's just maybe I don't know, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. I bought bigger sets for Ryan. Like it's the gloves are big enough to fit Ryan nicely, but instead of like taking the gloves off nicely, he just like takes off like whoosh. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to describe it. Instead of like taking the gloves out from like the like instead of grabbing the tips of the fingers and then kind of getting the gloves off, he would just grab it by the neck of the glove and then he would just rip it off of his hand. So it all like always he gets the tear. And I tell him to like grab it by the fingertips and then like try to like wiggle your fingers off of the dishwashing gloves. But then Ryan said, I tried, but it doesn't work. That's the response that I got. So I just like, it's not a big deal. I just do the hand washing stuff. Not a big deal. It's okay. Everybody's happy. They're just too small for him. No, like I got a large one that it fit him nicely, but he still do be ripping stuff. He do be, it's just the way he is. I did it! Oh, I don't get to see Ryan's? The raccoon loves to cook and picks up the branches. But anyways, it took longer than I thought. But that was my chore list.